Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've given an update on homeschooling. I just haven't been too much in the mood to do videos. I've done a few, and then I just didn't like how it was. So I just want to give a quick update on how homeschooling has been for me and my son. We started in September. It is now the end of March, and it has gotten a lot better from when we began. When we began, it was just getting used to the difference of being in school and home. And like I said before, we are using Abeka. So I don't know if it's Abeka, the program, which is the reason why we may be struggling a little bit. But it is very hard keeping up with Abeka. Like, the quizzes are back to back. The tests are like it feels like they're every week, but they're not. Quizzes are every day, Monday through Friday, which is a schedule that we chose. And it is pretty intense on my son. He's gotten more of to the flow of things, but we are still struggling with him keeping up. Right now, he is caught up. We are on schedule to finish at the beginning of June. But he has been putting in so much work. I'm so proud of him. Um, he's been just, trying his best and making goals, and he's just been accomplishing every goal that he's just been setting, and I'm just really proud of him. Um, I don't know if we will go do a Becca again next year because, like I said, it is hard trying to balance work and homeschool plus activities with him and my daughter. And I feel like it's just too much stress on him. And I actually do like some of the classes. So he really enjoys history. So there are a few classes that we will most likely keep from Rebecca, but right now with English, maybe math. He's been doing okay. He started off a little iffy with math, but he has gotten better over time. We did go through a tutor on, I think the website's called Preplay, or Preply. I'm not quite sure. But we did use that website. We were using a tutor, but for like a good probably 3 months, and then the tutor started getting real sketchy. Like, we would set appointments and like they would be running super late, or they wouldn't even show up. And there was one specific one that we used all the time because my son really understood him and he actually did really like him and related to him. But the guy was just too sketchy. And on top of that, they automatically took out almost $60. And right now, they're saying that I have to wait in order to get my money. It has to process, but it's been a while now. So I will be contacting them to get my money back. But the good thing is, Becca does offer tutoring. Like, if when my son has questions in regards to math or science, which is the two subjects that we have called and gotten help with, they're always there to help. I usually call. Sometimes they'll help right away when we call. Other times they'll be like, well, there's a wait, so you do have to wait 24 hours. So that is what sucks. But we deal. I mean, I've already paid for it, so it's basically like free tutoring. But yeah, other than that, that's kind of what's been going on right now. As of me balancing out work and homeschool, it's still a balance. It has gotten much better. I have slowed down on certain aspects of my work, and I have been trying to focus in on just homeschooling. And of course, I still have to work because I'm a single mom. But I've been just slowly learning how to balance the best way I can. And also with my daughter, she's been still doing good at school. I do plan on taking her out eventually. But right now, like I said, we're still trying to get in the balance of things, in the swing of things. And thank God summer's going to be coming up. So that will give me time to just start praying more about what God wants me to do going into next year. Because I do, like I said, Rebecca was a little hard, not just for my son, but also for me too. It was hard for me to just stay on track of everything. Because like I said, there's quizzes every day. He has homework every day. And then like, every probably 3 or 4 weeks, there's a test. Like next week, he just had a test last week, and then next week he's having the exam. And then I have to send in everything into Becca, and then they send back the progress report. So we have two more quarters after this one I'm finishing, and then I send in the report card next week, and then the following I think June, that'll be the last one. So it'll be 4 quarters, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have it in front of me, but yeah, so we've just been getting by. It's a learning process for sure for the both of us. Like I said, he's been doing amazing. He's been trying super hard. I've been able to really focus on and see where he really is struggling on, compared to when he was actually in school. I didn't really know what was going on, what he was struggling with. I only knew what the teachers told me. So now that I get to actually see what he's really good at, I can kind of, encourage him. And then when I see what he's not good in, I'm able to, substitute and help him in that, and help him grow in it. And he's like, he never knew about history. He said when he was in school, he learned a lot about history, was talking about mountains and just the basic stuff like that. So what he's learning in history now, like in regards to the civics and all that stuff, he is like just so intrigued, and he's like all into it, and he's like, I love America. He's like really loving America and for America. He's proud to be an American, as he would say. So it's good seeing that he's taking pride and stuff like that, and he's loves the Bible class that they have. He has gotten so much more into God. He's always been into God, because that's just, how I'm raising my kids. And this year he's like, Mom, I truly gave my life to God. I truly gave my life to God. It's not just me saying, oh, God this, God that, but I've truly given my life to God. And it's not just him saying that. I see in how he responded things. There's been times, I've been into his room and he's reading the Bible, like I didn't say anything about it. He just enjoys reading the Bible. He has that urge to get to know God, and just seeing that came from having a class on Becca, I think is what changed him, not just from seeing like how I live and what I tell him about, but just him being in Becca and seeing that and hearing, about the different Bible and going more into the Bible. I think that it helped him to understand God more, and gives him that, urgency to just want to know God more. So, I mean, that's a really good feeling, and I'm really happy and I'm blessed about that, But I just want to give an update to you guys about how the Abeka, or how homeschooling has been for us. Like I said, we're gonna finish using it for the rest of the year, because I do not want to change anything, because I'll be so confused if that's the case, but like I said, when the summer comes up, we're gonna use it to just redo everything, start praying. I'm starting to pray about it to see what God wants me to do. If he wants me to continue using Abeka, or like I said, what will most likely happen is that we'll use certain classes in Abeka that my son is really learning from right now. And then I'll figure out, like also trying to figure out work, and I'll probably dive a little bit more into work over the summertime while they're on break, and then kind of go back a little bit when homeschooling time comes. But it's all just a balancing act, is what I'm learning. And I'm also learning not to be too hard on myself, because there's been times this year where I just cry, because I'm just like, I'm so overwhelmed. I don't know if I'm doing what you want me to do, God. I don't know if my son is he learning right? Am I doing right? But I can say me and my son have gotten so much closer over this time. I'm there to encourage him. Like I said, he has so many questions about knowing God and then learning about history, and just having a different perspective compared to when he was in school, how all the kids were the same. He just sees things from a totally different point of view. It's like he's like a young man. I'm just like, who are you, But it's been really good seeing him transform into this young man, and just being able to enjoy this time, not only just seeing him, but also learning with him. It's a time right now that I will I will cherish forever. I will remember the time that we're doing this homeschooling forever. And then, my daughter, she'll eventually come in. And then, I'll also, enjoy the time with her. It's just getting to the point where I don't want to overwhelm myself with having both of them at home and then me trying to work and then nobody's getting anything accomplished because I'm just so overwhelmed. But when God tells me it's time to go, I will go. I'll take her out of school. Right now, thank God, her teacher is a Christian. So she doesn't just be talking about anything. She lets my daughter talk about God to the other kids in class, which is crazy. My daughter just came and she was just like, Mom, I wrote I love Jesus on a paper and everybody's seen that. And then they start writing I love Jesus. And then everybody starts saying I love Jesus in the class. And the teacher, she was okay with this. She was like, man, my teacher's a Christian. And I'm like, okay, you don't really hear that nowadays. So you guys just pray for me that I will continue to follow God's will for my life, for my kids' life, that He will continue to provide for us, that He will continue to comfort us. And yeah, I will pray for you guys. If you're watching this video, I pray that God will lead you guys and that you will walk out in faith, not in fear, but in faith. And when God tells you to do something, just know that He will provide for you. But until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a blessed day. Bye.